think so. I've seen you host a lot of events, and some events were on YouTube, and you have these announcements that come out, and they're like a week before your stream. How does that work? Because I usually put out announcements maybe about an hour before, but for this, I put it out a day before.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
get some interactions. So,
So with YouTube, it's using all of the different features to, Jimmy was talking about signaling and having all of those things. That's what you got to do with YouTube. With all of the different components that they allow you, they're using it to get more data. So feed it more of the signals that it's looking for. So the announcements, it gets more people to click on the bell to be able to get notified when you go live. So that's why I do it. When you're over 500 subscribers now, I think you can do community posts. Over 10,000, you can do stories. So I'm driving all these different signals to be able to just, hey, when I'm live, just for YouTube to understand that this is a good signal, and then the fun's really happening, how to reuse it once it goes live. But I'm using the reminders, I'm using the community tab, and then the last push I'll do, because I want it to do everything as much as possible on the platform itself. Then I'll tell my subscribers via email and everything like that at that last push. But I want to see as much engagement natively on the platform for my subscribers and then go from there.
so when you're doing that, are you finding keywords for all of that first, and then using those same keywords throughout throughout the platform? Like say
That's funny.
YouTube.
That's funny. I used to spend hours and hours and hours doing it beforehand. Jimmy mentioned this before. I do it all after now. For the most part, for the first part to hook, I use the natural language. I'll look into Reddit and I'll look how people are describing it. And my wife gets so mad at me. Usually it's grammatically incorrect. And she's like, why would you ever? Because I'm like, that's how people are saying this. This is what they're saying. And so I'll do it and I'll get more traction. When I was trying to make it more phrased the right way, or this is how you would search it the right way. Nope. So I use some of the grammar is wrong in the title, but it gets them. And then I'll go back into the next 24, 48, and 72 hours. I'll add different tags. I'll change some of the description up. I'll change the title depending on the click-through rate. I'll change the thumbnail depending if it's not performing very well for the click-through rate. And then that's when I'm experimenting. And then if something happens on the world stage where it's more like something's impertinence happening, then I'll change it again based on the tags or based on the title.